Today I'm going to show you how to get the Scarlet Sailor Hurdy-Gurdy, the Hurdy-Gurdy Show-Off Emote, the Eastern Winds Ruby Short Jacket, the Eastern Winds Ruby Silken Gloves, the Season 11 Community Weekend Flag, the Paw Wave Emote, the Obsidian Captain's Drapes, and a ton of gold reputation, allegiance, and renown. Alright, now really quickly before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 15,000 subscribers. That is a big deal to me. That is a lot of people. I know I haven't been as active as I used to be. I'm trying to do more. I know I keep saying that, but I'm working very slowly on a 15K video, but I'm working on that. Hopefully that comes out some semblance of soon. But yeah, so just seriously, thank you guys for 15K. We're only 5K away from the point where I can apply for a SOP partner, which is really exciting. So yeah, thank you guys. Anyway, I'll let you get to the actual video now. All right, first things first, this event will last from now, 11 a.m. UTC time on February 24th, and last until the same time on February 26th, which means this event will last for exactly 48 hours. Now throughout this community weekend, there are a ton of rewards up for grabs. Before we get to that, let's talk about the central feature of community weekends, that being the Community Emissary grade. If you don't know, the Community Emissary grade is essentially a community-wide emissary flag. We increase its grade by doing certain things, and with every increase in grade, we will get an increased multiplier to gold, reputation, allegiance, and renown. Once we reach grade 5, the max grade, we will get a 2.5 times multiplier to all gold, renown, allegiance, and reputation. And that does include reputation for your guilds. Although, quick note with this, the Community Emissary flag is, one, not an actual emissary flag, so you won't see it in-game and you can equip another emissary flag. And two, it is only active on high seas, so if you're playing on safer seas, you will not see any of these bonuses. Now, just like Season 9's Community Weekend, we increase our emissary grade by watching people play Sea of Thieves on Twitch. So all you have to do to increase the grade is go to Twitch and watch anyone play Sea of Thieves. They don't have to be a partner, they just have to have Sea of Thieves set as the game that they're streaming. Now, if you're curious what the current grade of our Community Weekend Emissary modifier is, if you go into your menu, Pirate Log, Events, Special Events, and then Season 10 Community Weekend should be here, and it should tell you what the current stage is and the percentage to the next one. Next, let's talk about Up Plunder. Now, Up Plunder is something they've run for the last few community weekends, and this time it'll run pretty much exactly the same as the last time. Now, basically, how this is going to work is Sea of Thieves will post on their social media channels, most likely their Twitter, some sort of riddle periodically throughout the weekend. Once that riddle goes up, it will lead us to an X on some island. That X will then be available on every single server for 1 hour. Once someone digs it up, it is no longer on that server. So each server will get one item. Now, once the Up Plunder is dug up, that is it for that server. That Up Plunder is now gone. Only one crew can dig it up per server. Now, the Up Plunder itself can be one of a variety of treasure items. Every time they've run this, it's been different, so I have no idea what this is going to be yet. But past seasons, we've gotten Chests of Fortune, Athena chests, Ashen Athena chests, fish crates, Ashen tomes, Breath of the Sea, all sorts of things. So it could really be like anything in these. Now, a couple quick more Up Plunder notes. Last community weekend, they were at set intervals, so I think we had, I want to say it was 4 hours between each Up Plunder, so there'd be a Up Plunder 4 hours into the weekend, then another 8 hours, then another 12 hours, and so on. So you could kind of predict when the next Up Plunder would be. And then one other thing I want to mention with these is the items you dig up are marked on the map. So if you want to avoid having that spotlight on you, sell the item as fast as possible. And for items that are contained within another item, like things in storage chests or storage crates, those chests and crates are actually what's marked on the map. So if you want, you could take everything out of a collector's chest and then rebury it to keep that marker off you. Or take everything out of the storage crate and chuck the storage crate overboard. Alright, now before we get to the Twitch drops, because they're kind of complicated this time, let's talk about login rewards. Logging into Sea of Thieves during this weekend will give you the Season 11 Community Weekend Flag and the Paw Wave Emote. Now, as a quick warning with the login rewards, and actually this applies to the Twitch drops too, sometimes they can take a bit to actually get added to your inventory. So if you don't see them right away when you log in, don't freak out. Sometimes they can take a bit. If you still don't have them after 72 hours though, open a support ticket with the link in the description. Alright, now let's get to the main bulk of the rewards, the Twitch drops. Now, first, let's just make sure you're set up for Twitch drops. First of all, you want to make sure your Sea of Thieves and Twitch accounts are linked. To do this, go to the top link in the description, and on this website, scroll down until you find a link accounts button, click it, and follow the steps. Once you've done that, there should be a big thing on the website saying this Sea of Thieves account is linked to this Twitch account, and you are eligible to receive Twitch drops. Now, normally you'd have to go find a Sea of Thieves partnered streamer to watch to get these drops, but for this one, any Sea of Thieves streamer with drops enabled can offer them. So head over to Twitch and search Sea of Thieves, click on the game category, and then you can watch anyone in here and you should be able to get the drops, assuming they have drops enabled on their channel. And once you've watched them for long enough, you'll get a notification in the chat saying you scored a drop. Then click claim here, or click on your icon and then hit drops and claim it from there. You'll only have 24 hours to claim it, so make sure you do that right away. Now for this drop, 1 hour of watching any Sea of Thieves streamer will get you 1 reward. If you watch 1 hour of any Sea of Thieves streamer, you'll get the Scarlet Sailor Hurdy-Gurdy. 2 hours will get you the Eastern Winds Ruby Silken Gloves. 3 hours will get you the Hurdy-Gurdy Show-Off Emote, and 4 hours will get you the Eastern Winds Ruby Short Jacket. Now that's not all for drops. Similar to Season 9's Community Weekend, we will also have one bonus drop, the Obsidian Captain's Drapes. Now these will act as a 5th drop, so once you get all 4 of the other ones, you'll be able to get this one, if we have met a certain criteria. Now for this Community Weekend, they ditched the top 10 Twitch thing, and this time we just have to play the game. And by play the game, I mean dive and complete voyages. Basically, to get the Obsidian Captain's Drapes, we as a community have to dive and complete 100,000 voyages over the course of the weekend. Dive and complete means go to your voyage table, put down a voyage, and hit dive to it. You'll then dive under the surface of the water and then surface beside your island. And then you'll just have to finish that voyage and get the voyage complete screen. Now, 100,000 may sound like a lot, but I want to point out, in the last 24 hours, we've had a peak players of 15,000 on Steam, and I think Xbox is the majority of the player base, so let's say there's 30,000 peak players in 24 hours. That is a considerable amount of people. That's the peak. There will be a lot more than that over the course of a day. So if we have 50,000 people playing each day of the event, and they each do 1 voyage, then we're done. And I also want you to keep in mind, these do not have to be long voyages. If you want, you could do one of like the Gold Hoarder voyages that has 1 riddles, or Skull of Destiny stash voyages, or even like an Ashen Lord. You just watched me solo clear one in like 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long voyage, it can be something super quick. Just make sure you actually end up going to Twitch and getting the drapes afterwards, because it sucked to farm this and then forget to grab them. Alright, last couple things. Throughout the weekend, members of the Sea of Thieves stream team will be streaming in support of the charity SpecialEffect. And if you don't know, SpecialEffect is a charity that focuses on making games inclusive for physically disabled people, so they create special controllers and setups to suit different people's needs. So despite people's physical disabilities, they can continue to game or start gaming in the first place. If you want to support SpecialEffect or the members of the Sea of Thieves stream team, go to twitch.tv/team/BuildRats. I'll leave a link in the description to that. That'll give you a list of all the stream team members, and you can check out their streams and support SpecialEffect. And very last thing, there will be picture walls on all of the outposts, so if you want to go take a picture with your crew to remember the day, you can. Anyway, I think that should be pretty much everything. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them as soon as possible. If you found this video helpful, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, that'd be great. I post Sea of Thieves guides like this occasionally, so if that sounds like something that'd be interesting to you, if you consider subscribing, that'd mean a lot. And I hope you have a great community weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.